Good morning, student. In the last session, we were discussing about role of HR manager. As it is a broader area, we will continue the same topic in this session also. Role of HR manager, Unit 1, Session 8. I am Sudarshan P. to deliver topic on this, that is role of HR manager. In the last class, we discussed about advisory role, counseling role of HR manager as change agent, the conscious role, mediator's role, liaison role, right? Then legal role, welfare role, controller's role, human relations role. So, in this session, we are going to study about liaison role. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕರು ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. HR managers acts as a representative of the organization so as to give an overall picture of the organizational operations to the employees, particularly in case of industrial disputes or grievance readdressal. So as I said in the last session, he is a mediator between management and the employees of the organization. He has to play a crucial role in solving disputes or grievances between employees or among employees, between the group of employees or another group of employees, or the grievances that arising between the management and the unions. So, HR manager has to play a very greater role in this. Without any prejudice or any bias, he has to look into the reality of the problem and he has to identify a creative solution to the problem instead of enhancing the problem. So, in this context, he should or he is supposed to work as a liaison officer between the parties who are in disputes or to solve any grievances of employees in the organization. Such grievances may be of different kinds. Grievances may be personal in nature or organizational in nature, or maybe relating to recruitment, training, compensation or pay package, or say interpersonal problems of employees, or some such aspects which creates disputes among employees or between the employees and the management. As a liaison officer, he has to set a platform for discussion to solve such grievances in an amicable manner, and he has to try to solve the grievances of employees without causing damage to the objective of the organization. So he is like a balancing person in the organization. Most of the cases, it is very easy to tell that HR manager is a liaison officer, but in practice it is somehow a difficult task to manage each and every parties relating to the same. However, as a license officer, he has to look into the interest of both management and the employees. Next one is legal role. Human resource manager plays the firefighting role of grievance handling or settlement of disputes, handling disciplinary cases, collective bargaining, joint consultation, interpretation and implementation of various labor laws, contacting lawyers regarding the court cases, filing suits in the labor courts, industrial tribunals or civil courts and the like. So as a legal officer of the company, HR manager has to play an important role because law is applicable to everyone. If any action of employee or management is beyond the purview of the law relating to that sector or that organization, then definitely the sufferer or the party which suffer loss on account the same may file a suit against the another party. So there are many methods of solving such disputes. We say in Kannada, Samadana Veda Danda. So ultimately, Dandam Dashagunam. And before that, Sama means we have to have a consultation, we have to have a collective bargaining or joint consultation so that the problem can be solved in an easier manner than disciplinary cases. In this context, human resource manager should have awareness or knowledge about law prevailing in the country, law prevailing to that particular organization. And he has to refer many such common laws or industrial laws, say Industrial Dispute Act 1948, regarding maybe strike, lockout, or any other kinds of disputes that are to be solved as per this particular act. If he is not understanding the inner meaning of a particular suit relating to either employees or management, he has to have consultation with the lawyers or legal advisors or experts, and he has to represent the company in the court cases also. Sometimes, as a HR manager, he has to file a suit in labor courts, maybe relating to retrenchment, dismissal, or salary issues, or industrial tribunals, civil courts, and the like. So, as a legal officer, he has to perform a greater role. It is said that where love fails, law operates. As long as there is mutual trust, confidence, goodwill between management and employees, there is no need of application of law. Whenever such mutual trust, confidence, goodwill is not rising, it creates a disputes and ultimately the organization or employees are badly in need of law or interpretation, sorry, interference of law may require in such cases. But that is the ultimate situation. As a HR manager, he has to solve such problems in the beginning itself by identifying the root cause for the problem. So HR manager has to perform that legal role in the organization. So ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕನಾಗಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಗರೂಕತೆಯಿಂದ ಪರಿಹರಿಸುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ ಕಾನೂನು ಲಾಗಳನ್ನ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಿಯಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊಂದಲಗಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನೂನು ಪರಿಣತರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಚರ್ಚಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ದಾವೆ ಹೂಡುವುದನ್ನ ಟು ಫೈಲ್ ಎ ಸೂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಂತ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ರೋಲ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಂಡರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 49 of the Factories Act, a welfare officer has to be appointed in specific factories. So ಅಂಡರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 49 of Factories Act 1948 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೇಮಕಾತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, PERSONNEL, ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ is expected to be the welfare officer of the company. So ಒಬ್ಬ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಸ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಂಟಿಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಗೃತೆ ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಆ ತರ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಬಂದ್ರೆ he has to solve it and he has to understand all the provisions of the Companies Act relating to personal safety of employees or safety and security of employees at workplace, and insurance schemes and other social security schemes which are applicable to these employees is to be understood by him. Take construction industry. There are some such schemes to the workers who are working in the construction industry, and even scholarship facilities to the employees, to the students of such employees or workers are available, and he has to give awareness about the same to the workers in the factories or in the factory. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಭದ್ರತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಾಗಿದ್ದದನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ 1948 ಕಲಂ 49 ಅನ್ವಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ಸ್ ರೋಲ್ ಅಂತ, another role of an employee. HR managers assist the line managers. HR manager is a staff manager. She assists the line managers in effective implementation of personnel policies and programs. So as a suggestive position, he has to try or he has to endeavor to implement the personnel policies and programs. Any policies or programs relating to the staff of the organization. He has to help to the line managers, and he has to ensure that all such personal policies of the organization or framed by the organization are implemented correctly, and any programs like as I said earlier, social security problems the employees, or say health insurance and all that are implemented in the organization, and he has to give suggestions to the line managers in this regard. That is another role of role of HR manager. So he has to have control over such a implementation of personal policies and programs. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿ ನೀತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಸಲಹೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ರೋಲ್. ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಪಾತ್ರ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲದ ಸಂಬಂಧ ವೃದ್ಧಿಸುವ ಪಾತ್ರ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯ ಪಾತ್ರ. Human resource manager is supposed to be an expert in human relations. So he is the icon in the HR department. First, he has to practice the human relation skills. Then only he can preach to his subordinates. So whenever he is meeting somebody, greeting them, giving respect to them, these are all the common aspects that he has to follow as HR manager. How to treat others, how to talk to others, right? When to talk to others, why to talk others, what is the way of talking with the different persons. These all must be known to the human resource manager, and not merely knowing. He should have that expertise and knowledge on human relation skill. He is expected to improve productively by fulfilling the economic, social and psychological needs and aspirations of employees. So while improving the productivity of the company, he has to fulfill the economic, social and psychological needs and aspirations of employees. That means he has to focus on productivity, no doubt on that, but not at the cost of economic, social and psychological needs and aspirations of employees. It means human resource managers is not supposed to treat employees as machines. He has to treat them as social and psychological or human beings human beings with the social and psychological needs and aspirations. He has to give concern to their emotions, their thinking, their attitude, their perceptions, their aspirations. Personal manager is manager also has to meet the challenges of fast changing post industrial society. So as a personal manager or HR manager, he has to meet the challenges, ಸವಾಲುಗಳು of fast changing post industrial society. So now society is earlier we called agricultural society or agricultural economy. Then it transformed into industrial economy. Then it transformed to service based economy. Now it has been transformed to knowledge economy. So in this context, manager has to perform greater role as a human relations officer, and he has to have such interpersonal skill. Then only he can imbibe such skills in his subordinates or in her subordinates. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕನಾಗಿ ಮಾನವೀಯ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಣತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರಬೇಕು. ಅವನು ಉತ್ಪಾದಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆಗಳೇನು ಮತ್ತು ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆಗಳೇನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ಈಗ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯ ಸವಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುವ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ HR ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ತುಂಬ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಬಹುಮುಖ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ಸ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೀಗಲ್ ರೋಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರಿ ರೋಲ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದಾಗ he can be a role model to others in the organization, and he can bring more industrial peace or organizational peace in the organization, and it ultimately contributes to the welfare of employees as well as the organization. With this, I concluding this session. Thank you for listening to me.